interesting things in a few minutes.
Number 1. Everything your mind says is met with an equal response from your body's cells. It is the reason that negative emotions gradually deplete your immune system and make you sick. Number 2. Sarcasm is an indication of a healthy brain. People with sound minds can utilize sarcasm in answer to a frivolous question. Furthermore, folks who understand cynicism are also adept at reading people's minds. Number 3. Catching a yawn demonstrates empathy. Yawning when you watch someone else yawn is a regular phenomenon, even if you are not weary or drowsy. One explanation about its contagiousness is that individuals catch it in order to demonstrate empathy. As a result, because they have yet to develop compassion, toddlers and young people with autism are less likely to exhibit the symptoms. Number 4. Tears reveal the reason for the crying. If the first teardrop falls from the right eye, the person is happy. Otherwise, the person is sobbing in agony. Number 5. When a person dies, their brain continues to function for 7 minutes. They see their recollections in a dreamlike pattern during those times. Number 6. Your tongue length reveals something about your sexual curiosity. If you can lick your elbows, it implies you are more inclined and open to exploring new things. Number 7. The way you dress has an impact on your mood. It's not just about the hue you choose to wear. Dressing correctly could also help you stay stable and cheerful. Number 8. A single negative factor could only be offset by at least 5 favorable factors. Negativity bias is the consequence of your brain remembering bad over good. It's also why, while hearing a compliment from your client, you keep thinking about how a coworker ridiculed your outfit. Number 9. A positive to negative ratio of 5:1 is required for balance. Despite having the same recipe, food prepared by someone else tastes better than food prepared by you. According to one research, preparing a meal causes you to stand around it for so long that it already feels less attractive by the time you eat it. As a result, your contentment falls. Number 10. Unintentionally, you tend to believe only what you want to believe. The human brain is also subject to confirmation bias, which causes people to interpret data in order to corroborate what they already believe. For example, despite your efforts, your grandfather's political views are unlikely to change. It is simply one of the psychological facts that you cannot change and must accept. Number 11. Your memories are easily skewed. In just 3 hours, you may be convinced that you committed a crime when you were a teenager. Number 12. Thinking in a different language makes your decisions sound more logical. In your native language, you are less picky about money. In other words, your decisions are influenced by the language you use. Number 13. The question "will I?" is more motivating than the statement "I will." According to a University of Illinois study, asking oneself goal-related questions may drive you more than declaring it to be true. Number 14. A restriction that is excessively stringent will simply encourage you to break more. Psychologists discovered how this reactance phenomena influences people's sense of rules. They would not only want to breach a rule that restricts their freedom, but they would also want to break more rules. This could be one of the psychological factors underlying why a youngster who is not permitted to use a phone in class would chew gum while doing so. Number 15. Your unconscious thoughts are more meaningful than your conscious thoughts. 70% of the dreams you've had contain hidden messages. It indicates they are more important and valuable than what you think in your conscious mind. Number 16. Having a plan B would simply make plan A less likely to succeed. A series of trials at the University of Pennsylvania indicated that participants who planned a backup plan before beginning a task performed worse than those who did not. Team Plan B discovered that having options decreased their motivation to succeed the first time. While it is important to plan ahead, keeping your goals vague initially may help you be more effective. Number 17. If you are not in real danger, fear is a nice feeling. There are those who enjoy scary movies and those who do not, and the difference may be due to hormonal differences. As a result of the fight or flight reaction, such actions release adrenaline, dopamine, and endorphins. However, your brain recognizes that you are not in genuine danger, so you experience that natural high regardless of how afraid you are. Number 18. You are more concerned with a single person than with large-scale calamities. Another study from the University of Pennsylvania involved teaching one group about a starving small child, another about starving millions, and a third about both conditions. People who heard about the little girl donated more than twice as much as those who heard the statistics, according to the findings. Psychologists believe that even if you want to help someone, you would determine that your small contribution will be ineffective when the problem appears to be too large. Number 19. You'd rather anticipate something unpleasant than not know what to expect. Researchers discovered that anticipating something terrible is less stressful than not knowing how things will turn out. Number 20. When you have no notion what to expect, the part of your brain that predicts outcomes gets more active. It's in your nature to repay a favor. The law of reciprocity could not be attributed to good manners. This brain command trains you to wish to assist someone who has helped you. It could have evolved to maintain the smooth flow of society. Number 21. Being tested on something improves your memory of it. Some psychology facts for kids: testing is an effective learning technique. A study discovered that information could survive longer in a person's memory when tested than when just studied without the need to remember instantly. Number 22. You obsess about items you believe you lack. Consider the subject of money. The human brain is scarcity sensitive, it constantly perceives a lack of necessary items. Farmers, for example, make better plans when cash flow is favorable than when it is tight. Number 23. You are constantly looking for human faces in inanimate objects. This experience is known as pareidolia, and scientists believe it stems from the belief that face recognition is a vital element of social life. It describes how your brain prefers to find a face where none exists rather than missing a real one. Number 24. You're always looking for a problem. It is psychologically natural for you to encounter another issue after overcoming one. One study found that when volunteers were asked to choose computer-generated faces that appeared frightening, they finally chose those that did not. As the participants ran out of threatening-looking expressions, they began to use faces that they would normally dismiss as innocuous. Number 25. People would rather change facts than change their attitudes toward others. As typical as cognitive dissonance is, you despise it when reality contradicts your ideas. It explains why, no matter how serious the wrongdoing is, you undermine it. Number 26. High expectations encourage people to rise to them, whereas low expectations have no such effect. The Pygmalion effect explains why you do better when other people expect you to. On the contrary, you cannot succeed if others anticipate you to fail. Number 27. Crying has advantages. This could make you feel a lot better, reduce stress, and possibly help your body stay healthy. Number 28. It is possible to be certain of something without having evidence or reasoning to back it up. Even in the absence of proof or reasoning, electric stimulation over that specific section of your brain may induce a sense of assurance. Number 29. Some people are terrified of experiencing too much joy. It is because of the pattern's dread that something tragic will occur next. Number 30. That music is your favorite for a reason. It's not only the lyrics or the melody, it's because you associate that song with an emotional experience in your life.
Thanks for watching. Like and subscribe for more interesting content. See you in a few minutes.